Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you how I began selling clothes online and give you my advice on tips if you can make a real profit selling clothes online, just from my experience. I began selling clothes online possibly about 2001 or 2002. Because it was after I transferred departments. I was working for the county hospital, and for 8 years I had been working for food service. And I remember I transferred in the year 2000 to my first clerical office job. And when I transferred, believe it or not, that was my first time working on a computer. I started out as a mailroom clerk, working in the mailroom, and there was a receptionist. She went on vacation, and she was very shy. She didn't like working out in the open. She didn't like interacting with a lot of people. So when she went on vacation, they asked me to cover for her while she was on vacation. I sat there. Oh, and I loved it. I loved dressing up and greeting people when they came in. And while she was gone, she was probably gone maybe a week or two, I don't know, the higher ups were complimenting me to my manager and saying, that I was really, personable, really friendly out there. I remember before the young lady came back, my manager asked me, she said, Tara, I've been really getting a lot of compliments on your professionalism at the front, at the receptionist desk. And she said, would you like to be out there permanently? And the young lady's name was Jennifer. And I said, well, what about Jennifer? And that's when she told me, well, she doesn't like being out there. She's not a people person. She actually wanted to be, in office, in one of the cubicles doing customer service. So I was like, well, yeah, cool. If she don't want to, yeah, I'll do it. So they put me out in the reception area. But once they put me out there, I was still doing mailroom work. I think I was checking, to make sure the people were in the system or whatever. That's when they got real serious about HIPAA. And my computer was out in the open. And there were various departments in that building that got visitors coming in and out. And so I could no longer look up patient or personal information on my computer. So I could open the mail, which came, but I couldn't look anything up on the computer as far as patient stuff. Basically, all I did was open the mail and take it to the mailroom. Back then, we had free range to internet access, going there and shop and everything. That's when I learned of eBay. And at first, I would just shop on there. But later on, when I got a home computer, I remember it said something like, be a seller. It's like, okay, you can sell on there. I've always been a fan of thrift stores. And there's this thrift store in Fort Worth, Texas, that I love to shop at because they support battered women. When you shop there, you know that you're helping to, get a better woman out of a domestic violence situation, because I remember shopping there and seeing women coming there with vouchers that were at a domestic violence shelter. They were coming there with vouchers to purchase stuff. So I like shopping there. And I remember certain days they have like men's coat half off, ladies dresses half off. I think each day something would be on sale for half off, and the prices were already low, so whatever that low price was, you get half off of that. And I remember going to the men's coats. The men's coats were half off this day, and I purchased 2 men's coats. One was a Neiman Marcus men's trench coat, and it was another coat. And so I was like, the coat was regular $12, so I got that coat for $6. I've always been, anytime I get something that's I purchase at a thrift store that I know that's been pre-owned, pre-worn, used. I want to wash it, even if it says don't wash or dry clean only. It was a men's trench coat. It was a nice trench coat. It's kind of wrinkly. It was in a thrift store. I remember I took it home. It had lining to it. I took it home and I washed it. It was beige. I washed it and I took pictures of it and I posted it on eBay for sale. But after I posted, I took it to the cleaner so they could press it. I told them it doesn't need clean, but it just needs pressed. They might have charged me $6 to press it. And eBay would like give you tips to make bigger sales. It would say like, start your bid off low to get more bids. And I think I started the bid off for $2.99. The auction was for 7 days. The last day of that auction, there were 2 bidders going back and forth. Time was winding down. It was like the last hour. The auction was about to be over. These 2 bidders was going back and forth, outbidding each other. When the auction was over, I had sold this men's Neiman Marcus trench coat that I had purchased at the thrift store, paid $6 for it and $6 to have it cleaned. So I had paid a total of $12 for this coat. That coat ended up selling for $206. I was hooked on selling then. I caught the selling bug. This was many years ago. eBay was fairly new to me then, but back then you could make some good money on eBay. And this was my first sale. After that, I was addicted. And I also got addicted to buying. And I learned on eBay when to buy stuff that you really want. And I learned then that the best time to get stuff at the lowest prices that you really want was on a holiday, when people are at home with their families. They're not on a computer. I was at my house, and I remember there was this beautiful, large, practically brand new looking Gucci handbag. It had the Gucci and gold buckles and brass things on it, because it was Thanksgiving Day, and I was sitting there watching it. There may have been a couple of bids on it, but I probably won that purse for like less than $20. It was a beautiful Gucci handbag, authentic. If I would have kept that purse, it would have been worth so much money today. I really didn't even know what I had when I purchased it. I didn't know the value in it, because I was addicted to buying and selling. I had purchased a booth in a flea market, and I was selling the things that I would purchase on eBay in the flea market, things that I would purchase in the thrift store, in the flea market. I sold it in my booth probably for $100, when today it would be worth so much more. I wish I actually just would have kept it. Didn't know what I had, didn't know the value of it. I just had caught the buying and selling bug addiction. So back then, you could really make some good money on eBay. Fast forward to now, eBay is so saturated, mainly saturated now with people from China selling stuff, and they sell stuff so cheap. They sell knockoff stuff on there so cheap, so it's hard to really make money on there now, unless you're selling something that just really trendy, or people want something like, what are those shoes, Louboutins or something like that. I still sell on there, but just recently I sold a couple of items. If you think you're gonna make some money starting your biz off with 99 cents now, good luck. No. Back in 2000, 2001 or whenever, when you start your bid off with 99 cents, by the time that 7 day, the end of that auction is over, you have buyers, trying to outbid each other. Now, you can get to the last 10 seconds of the item that you posted on there, and if you started that bid off with 99 cents, you might just get 99 cents for it. Just recently, I had some Gucci shoes that I had purchased through 5 Mile bought them for $10. Sold them on eBay. I'm thinking, let me see if this 99-cent stuff still worked. When the auction was over after the 7-day, I think I ended up selling those shoes for $15. Didn't even make a profit. Now on eBay, you're taking a chance on taking a loss selling on there, unless you have a set price, a buy now price, or fixed price on there. And even with a fixed price, there's a chance that it'll just be posted on there. You probably won't even sell it. So eBay now is much different than what it used to be. Poshmark, I've just been selling on Poshmark for a couple of years now. And if you've seen those Poshmark commercials where there's this lady saying, I paid for my wedding with my Poshmark self. I made over $10,000. She lying. I don't know what she's selling. Maybe some high dollar brands or something that people really want. You can make good money on there. I haven't seen a huge profit on Poshmark. You can make some good sales. It's hit and miss with Poshmark. I have made a few good sales on there. And the name brands that I've mostly sold on Poshmark are, right now it's like Gap, Ann Taylor, Banana Republic. Name brands that I just research, I'll post it, but mostly people want something for nothing. They will make you an offer for much less, and it's up to you whether you want to accept their offer or no. Good thing is you can post things on there and you can just leave it there. It can be there for months. All of a sudden someone wants to buy it. Like I had a vintage suede leather coat that I had on there for over a year. I had it on there for $100. Now I had it on there for $120. Somebody made me an offer, I think for $100 or $110. If I find it, I'll post it in this video somewhere. It had been on there for over a year, and finally somebody, they wanted that jacket and they purchased it. So you never know when somebody's going to purchase something or when they're going to make you an offer. So you can make some good sales, you can make some iffy sales, and they do charge a fee for after you make the sale. There's a fee for the selling on there. Mecari as well. Mecari to me is almost like $5 an offer up. You just you're not meeting anyone. You just have to ship it, and their selling fee is higher than Poshmark. So you really have to price your stuff kind of up there just to make a profit on there. I'm not such a huge fan of Mecari. You can sell clothing items, you can sell appliances, home decor, but mainly I sell clothing on there. Mecari, my huge sale was a mixer. I sold a mixer on there. There was a few years ago I purchased one of those big mixers with all the utensils and everything, the whisk and all the different things you can stir with. It came with everything. I purchased it after Christmas on clearance at Walmart, and it was pink. Called myself gonna be a baker, and that's when I was married to my ex-husband at the time. Ended up never using it, and I was needing some cash at the time too. Y'all know, since this pandemic has hit, I haven't been working my second job, so sometimes we don't realize what a benefit, something is until we're not doing that thing anymore. I'm so glad that I still have the weekend job, but I'm PRN now since the pandemic. But yeah, so I got to hustling, selling stuff, online, and I end up selling that mixer on Mecari for I think $115. Mecari's fee is too expensive, and their shipping fee is expensive. You can either pay shipping yourself, ship for free, or you can charge the buyer to pay the shipping cost. But for as Mecari and Poshmark, I prefer Poshmark over Mecari. So that's how I became an online seller, and that's my experience with those sites that I've sold on. I hope that helps anyone that has any questions, or if you have any tips that you think will help me be a better seller, I am welcome to suggestions. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.